Let's get to talking paper piecing. Are we ready?
We're ready.
Oh, I don't ever, you guys. Okay. Talking about thing number 2, paper piecing. I'm going to flip on this other camera. And so one of the things today we have is, what am I doing? Okay, there we go. Okay. So everyone provided a free pattern for a block, and we all did leaf blocks.
That's awesome. And
I submitted one to our person, and she's like, oh, somebody else wants to do one like that, so you need to find a new one. That's fine. Oh, okay. It's fine, Allie. It's fine. I got to learn paper piecing. So bear with us a little bit. Heather taught me this morning, and we are going to show you how we do it, how to paper piece. If you want a good reference, this Kimberbell has 2 of these Sew It by Number. There's volume 1 and volume 2. They are still available. We just double checked. Those are great. I was just looking at this instructions. Like, it's really awesome. And how to paper piece. This is how you do it. But we're going to walk through it. And we're going to be doing this leaf. And I already pieced, well, okay, let's talk about the pattern first. So the pattern comes like this. It has what you'll need. This is just for one, I think this right here is just for one block. Mm-hmm. But we had, there's not the layout for the whole thing. Oh, darn. Okay. Anyway, we also had it up so you could make like 16 blocks.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. Anyway, this is just for one block. It is a 12-inch block, so 12 by 12 finished. So I asked him to do that way because, sorry, Lynn says, what size is the finished block? 12 by 12. So 12 by 12 finished. Betty Jo says, see, I told you it's going to be paper piecing. Thank you. You guys, I'm actually liking it too.
It's fun. I love
Heather and I were doing it this morning, and she's like, I just want to go home and paper piece. And I said, actually, I kind of do too. So this is one that made by my friend Rebecca. This is the one that we're building together. So I really like how, oh man, those pieces. Oh, great. I'm going to keep this one for reference. This is the background. Am I doing this right? Oh, hold on. Background. Right, background. Mm-hmm. There is one Y seam in there.
Yep.
So just be patient with yourself. It's fine. Which one is this?
So that's
this one, mm-hmm. Right?
Yep.
And these are all alphabetical on the thing, on the pattern. So what's nice is what they did. I want to show that. What is really nice is they have this block here, and then they show the coordinating block for what it is. They missed it on this one, so don't pay attention to that one on that page. But so this is block F, and that's the one you're doing. That's where it goes. So that's what's nice. So we're going to do block E with you on camera, and I'm going to sew it, and Heather's going to make sure I don't screw up too badly. Mm-hmm. We're using the add a quarter rulers. Heather brought those in. We have those, I think on the Daily Deal. We're going to use a glue stick and a manual seam roller. This one's from Violet Craft. What do they call these?
A seam roller.
They call these a seam roller, you guys. I'm glad I asked that. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm going to move these away. Move these away. And I really love, so I just went through our scrap bin too. And I just found like this really awesome gold Essex linen. And I just love Essex linen. I've ordered it by the bolt recently. So, okay, this is our block. This is our unit. This is unit E that we're going to do here. So what I'm going to do first, and Heather's going to stop me if I do anything wrong, right?
Well, let's maybe back up.
Maybe okay, let's back up. Okay, back up a couple steps.
So what you'll want to do before you get started is you can make a photocopy of your papers, because you're actually going to sew on this paper that's right here.
Yes.
So you would make a copy, and then you can cut your different sections apart.
And we're just doing plain copy paper.
Yes. So
and that's totally fine, right?
Yep. So this is just plain copy paper. I do suggest you shorten your stitch lengths. If you are going to use the copy paper, it just helps to perforate the paper. So when it comes time to take the paper out, you don't pop your stitches.
Okay. So it makes it easier to pull out, right?
Yep. Yep. Okay. Now go ahead.
So then we photocopied that, our pattern. Then we cut them out individually, right? So into units.
Yep.
And I labeled everything A, B, C, D, E. Okay. So I'll go back to your questions in a little bit. Okay. So first thing we want to do, right, is fold along the sewing lines, right?
Yep.
So I'm using my ruler. This ruler is awesome because one side lays flat down on the table. The other side has a little lip for your seam allowance. So it's pretty great. So I'm lining up this one. Well, I'm going to do this in order, right? So this is E1 to E2. I'm going to put that like that. I'll write on the line. You can see okay. I'm going to fold up and then just do a little crease right there like that. Okay. I'm going to do the next line. So E2 to E3. And that's what I love about this is like it's all labeled for you, right? So you don't have to takes a lot of guesswork out of it. What's nice is what I'm using one that we had before this one. So what's nice about the one they did for you guys is they wrote fall fabrics, background, fall fabrics. Yeah. So it shows you exactly which one you're doing. This one that we didn't do that, but it was the pre-version. Okay. I'm doing my folding of my pattern, right? So I have creases where I'm going to sew. I'm going to start with E1, and I know that's my background fabric. So I'm going to grab my gold linen, right? And I like this because it's not directional. You can do it either way. Right. So that's what's nice about one of those linens or something. And I don't think I'd worry about this shrinking. If you're doing something like I saw someone use that Moda cross weave, and that stuff shrinks like crazy. But I don't think with the Essex you need to worry about. Okay. So I'm laying down this pattern on this piece of fabric, and I'm just making sure they have enough room for that whole piece. And you have to kind of let go of trying to save fabric, you guys. Like
waste is kind of the name of the game when it comes to paper piecing. Because I'll just tell you from experience, it's better to use a piece that's too big and be happy when you've made your seam, rather than when you go to turn your piece over and your fabric is too small.
Can you see this right here, friends and neighbors? This one is where I didn't make it big enough, so I missed it. So yeah, just make it big enough that it's gonna
that'll just cover your
area. Cover everything. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna do the super glue method. In the book, it talks about pinning, but Heather's like, it's just easier just to glue it. Not super glue, you guys, just regular craft glue stick. So I'm gonna glue. I just gonna glue right here on where I know that piece is. I'm just a little dot glue. I'm gonna fold it down, right? So there is where I know my piece is, right?
Right.
Then I'm going to trim a 1/4 inch. So I'm going to trim my 1/4 inch seam allowance, right?
Yes.
So I fold this back. I'm going to use this big one. I lay that down, and you can see that 1/4 inch right along that fold. You guys can see that, right? Yeah. And having a rotary cutter handy is very helpful. Don't start recording if you don't know where your rotary cutter is. I'm just going to cut along that line, right? Then I am ready for my second fabric. So I'm ready for fabric E2. And on this one I didn't make them line up very well. So you can see what Rebecca did. She did this one to match this one and this one to match this one. I think that's an awesome idea, and I would like to try that in the future.
Right. Something to think about.
Something to plan for next time. And you can actually like label these if you on your pattern, if you decided I don't know, like which fabrics you wanted to use for each piece. You could just label. I would just write in each one like fabric 1. I don't know.
Yeah, you could just make a fabric key.
Make a fabric key.
I love making fabric keys.
You do?
Because then I don't have to think about it.
This, I guess we didn't have a fabric key, but anyway, yes, a fabric key. I like that. Okay, so this one we're gonna do. Which one are we gonna do? This one.
Yes.
We're gonna use this piece. Somebody asked if there was gonna be a fabric kit for these fabrics. No, these were just out of our scrap bin. I think this is a basic. Yeah. Most of them are just out of the scrap bin. Just things. I just grabbed some odds and ends. So, okay. Then our next piece is this one here, right? Mm-hmm. So how would I best line that up?
So what you want to do?
Oh,
turn your piece over.
Okay.
And you know that you are going to be putting this piece that goes right here.
Right.
So along that edge. So you can turn it over. And so you want to go along that line. And so what you want to do is put your fabrics right sides together. Okay.
Should we trim that up?
Yep.
We're going to just trim off. Or should we just cut a piece off?
Oh, yeah. Just go for it. Just cut it off.
Just go for it.
Just go for it.
Is that big enough?
Yeah.
So I want a straight edge. This is the selvage edge that I didn't trim. So that's why we're just doing that trim there, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to do this right sides together.
Yep.
Down like so. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yep. So you'll just line up your raw edges. And then what I like to do, just to make sure, is I will take and lay my fabric flat, or my paper, excuse me. And then I will just kind of do a pre-test, open up my fabric and make sure.
To make sure
Yep.
it's going to cover that triangle.
Yep.
So when we were first getting started, I was super ambitious and I cut a piece of fabric and then I laid it down and it totally did not fit. And Heather goes, "Yeah, I let you do that on purpose." Yeah. I'm like, "That's super nice of you. Thank you so much." It
was a life lesson,
It was
Johnny.
definitely a life
You're
lesson.
welcome.
Okay, so I'm going over to the machine and we're singing and sewing. They don't need to see that, right? Do you need to see this?
No, you can just show them where you sewed when you're done.
Okay. Will you sing for a minute while I'm sewing?
I don't think people really want me to sing.
Did you hear what I sang last week?
No.
I don't think I told you. Oh dear. So I sang some of my favorite sewing songs.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I am.
We are sewing, daily sewing, quilts of love. There's that one.
Uh-huh.
And then there is Let Us All Press On. That's for when you're pressing.
Okay.
Okay, I'm sewing on the line. Oh. Remember those thread cutters, people. If you don't have a thread cutter. Okay. So I just sewed this line right here. So between E1 and E2, right? Then I'm going to fold it back and trim, right? Mm-hmm. Do I want to clean up that line?
I would clean it up.
I'm just going to trim up that 1/4 inch seam to make it really a 1/4 inch, right?
Yeah, you just got a little excited.
I got super excited. Oh my gosh. I actually am really excited about this. Okay. Then I fold it. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, then I fold it back.
Yep.
Now is when I use my handy dandy presser, right?
Yep.
So I go like this. And it would be nice. I mean, I kind of like the thought of not having to go back and forth between an iron, actually.
Yeah, that makes it really nice.
So this is my Violet Craft presser. What do they call it?
It's a seam roller. Like, that's really the
guys,
name.
I want it to be something more special, apparently. This is my Violet Craft seam presser. Okay. Then I flip over, and now I'm ready to do between E2 and E3, right?
Right.
So I fold my paper back, and that's what's nice about having that done. And then I'm going to trim off all this excess, right?
Yep.
Someone says, okay. Kimberly says, it seemed confusing, but once you do it, it's really awesome. You guys, you just have to think completely opposite of anything you think you know, right?
Right. And the biggest thing to get over is like you have to think about it backwards.
Like upside down and backwards.
Once you get past that, it's really like quite mindless. You don't have to think about it.
I'm just going to trim this one up here too while we're here. Is that all right?
Yep.
That's okay, right?
That's perfect.
Jennifer Hoppy says, sing, please, Heather, sing. So
you don't want
a
that,
special
Jennifer.
request.
No, I will not put you all through that.
Well, they have to listen to me sing, so. Okay. Yeah, just let go of it, you guys. Just let go. Let go of any idea that you have to save fabric. Okay. So then we're going to do what is next. This one here, E3.
Right.
Should we do that same one, or are we going to do a different one? Or are we going to do this?
Are you going to do the yellow right there?
This yellow. Thank you. Heather was nice enough to run and grab some fat quarters for me. Okay. I'm going to lay this down. Oh, man. It's so backwards. So flip it. Flip it. Like so, right?
Yep.
But then... That's right?
So you want to make sure it's right sides together.
Yeah, right sides together. See, I get spoiled thinking that anyway. Because of the non-directional other one. Okay. Oh, they can't see. Sorry. So I'm just lining this up on the corner of this fat quarter. So see that? Like so. I think they can see okay. And then I'm going to flip this over and sew along that line.
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
Okay. Sing for a minute. Keep them busy.
Oh, no. I can't sing, Johnny.
Tell them, you should tell them your magical dog food recipe.
Oh, so my dog, he is spoiled. And it may be my doing. So he came to us getting kibble, which is fine. And then these packets of the gravy with meat in them. And I'm like, well, we need to make it healthier for him. So I decided we were going to give him pumpkin. And so me, being the nerd that I am, when it comes time for me to feed him, I tell him it's time for Ultra Primo, and I mix his food up. And he gets very excited. So that's what it's like at our house around dinner time. I'm just a huge nerd, and that's what I do for him. So.
Oh, mine is worse. So because they wouldn't eat the the CBD oil treats, I ended up mixing them in like pumpkin, and then I was heating the pumpkin up to make it more palatable.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so I'm spending like 20 minutes. Kenzie says you're cracking me up. Oh my gosh. Thanks, Kenzie. Kenzie, if we met in real life,
I have met Kenzie.
I saw a bag back there for her, so I was hoping she would come in, but I don't know if we've met in real life. Okay. You can tell I'm using the wooden seam roller by Violet Craft. I don't know why it's funny to keep saying that, but for some reason it is. Donna says, no, you're not a nerd. Pumpkin is so good for them. I know. I always, if they're ever having, you guys didn't know this is going to be 3 things at 3 with dog food tricks, right? Okay. Roll. And then we're going to trim, right? So I know that that was over there. Okay, we're good. I'm going to trim this one here. Like this?
No, I would turn it over.
Heather's having me turn it over.
Yeah. Just so you're not trimming blindly.
So I don't trim blindly.
Yeah.
Oh, who would do that?
So I
Don't
would,
cut that piece off.
No, I would
You guys.
fold that. Yeah, don't cut that. You would be very,
do you
very
guys
upset.
do not cut your paper pattern piece apart.
And now you can just trim off.
Now I can trim off this side. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing all kinds of things I wouldn't do. I would never cut that way, but okay. So now we have that cute block. And now we need to add one more background piece here, which is our gold Essex linen. And I know that it needs to be that big, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I just do that, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's plenty big, right?
Turn over your paper just to make sure.
Oh,
I think
if I turn it like this, how do you do that?
So then just.
Then you do like that?
Mm-hmm. You should
Okay,
be good.
I should be good.
Yep.
All right. Kenzie, I didn't see if she, I don't know if I met her. The name is familiar, but just I don't know if it's from here or what. Doesn't she live up north somewhere?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well. I don't know why I need to know where everybody lives, but whatever. It's fine. I like connecting with people.
Yeah, I would have never guessed that.
Really? It's
Yeah.
so weird, huh? Oh, I was gonna. So Deborah, if you're watching, Deborah came in the store the other day from Texas. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Her and her husband, and they had their doggy in the back seat.
Oh.
It was so cute. I would have never guessed that even. Okay, I've got my piece there. Okay. I think we unofficially met. I'm in Farmington. Oh, okay, cool. Well, we should have a sewing night. Do I think should have a sewing night?
That would be so great.
I don't know. I don't know if we can say. I would call it I'd call it Stitch and Bitch, okay, you guys? Sorry, Kim, Chris. Sorry, Chris. If you're watching. But that's what I would call it. So now we have that. So now let's flip it over and trim, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to see we have the dotted line is for the
where you would cut, so you make sure you have your seam allowance.
yes, that is the seam allowance. Wait, does Kenzie work for My Girlfriends?
She's one of the content creators.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
All right. See, you need to have like a something so I know these things. Sorry. Debbie says, I think she is a creator. Yep, she is a content creator, huh?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Well, I hope you'll come down to Stitch and Bitch sometime. I'm just trimming. Oh man. Do you have a separate rotary cutter for paper?
I sure do not.
Oh, you don't? You just use the same one?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just doling up this blade, so let's get over it.
It happens, Johnny.
It happens, you guys. If you want to know Heather's tagline, it's called It Happens.
It happens.
It happens. Okay. I have a part of a leaf. I have,
Oh, look, they
look.
do line up.
Good job.
Nice,
Thank you,
Johnny.
Heather.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh. Nope. This is that.
There you go.
Betty Jo says, I don't work for MGQS, but I just live there. I don't know if we can talk about that one. We're just going to say hi, Barbara. If you guys read Barbara's comment, you can ask her, not me. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is a Y seam.
Yes.
Why would we do that? Because it'll look good.
Yes.
Okay, will you learn me how I should do this? So I just want to do this one first
Mhm.
and then add that one in.
Yeah. So you want to make sure you stop 1/4 of an inch away
quarter
from the
inch,
edge, which is
right?
nice because that is marked
Oh,
on your paper.
it is. So can I do it with this one up?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to sew some Y seams, you guys. I know you're jealous. I hope you'll download this and share pictures of what you make out of it. People asked if I was going to do a log cabin. No, sorry, I couldn't find a leaf that was like a log cabin. So. I do like sewing along the line though. That's like kind of awesome.
That's nice.
Okay, so when I get to the end, which is a 1/4 inch away, what do I do?
So then you want to
Do I pull it
stop.
out?
Yep.
Do I
Cut your thread. Yep.
Cut thread. Pull it out. Okay. Then I'm going to line this one up. Which way is it better to go? Does it matter?
Okay, I think they changed it on the pattern.
Oh.
It gives you directions on how to put it together.
Oh, it does?
Yeah. So we just got a little bit excited. So you want to sew A to B. So A is this one.
Yeah.
And then B.
Oh, then it says B to C.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, A, B to unit C.
Yeah.
So it's all right.
Yeah, you're okay.
I mean, I got excited, but do I start here though?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You guys, sorry, I've never really done. I have done Y seams before, but it was not the favorite. Like, let's say it wasn't my favorite thing I've ever done. So I'm sewing. And when I get to that end, do I just turn it? Do you take it back out?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yep.
Okay. So we get to there. I'm going to cut the thread. Oh man, this is like. And then do you just like that?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and then you can sew from one end clear to the other.
Oh dear. Well.
Is it working?
It would be nice if my seam lined up.
Uh-oh.
Hold. Heather.
Yes.
Tell them a story.
A story.
We sing as we unpick. We sing as we unpick. Is unpick or pick out? What do you usually say?
I say
Why do we say unpick? Why don't you
I usually say that I have a date with Jack, meaning that Jack the Ripper, and we spend a lot of time together. I'll just say that.
Jack.
Yep.
You like Carrie Underwood's song? There's a Carrie Underwood song about that.
I don't know the Carrie Underwood song.
There's a Carrie Underwood song. I'll post it in the comments. Everyone's something unsew. Unsew's good.
Yeah.
With their Jack and their Coke. Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm just going to tighten that one up a little bit.
Okay.
Oh, crying out loud. You guys, thanks for watching. Heather, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
I just wanted to be like nicer. Okay. Here we go. Everyone's feeling all right with some Jack in their Coke. That's how it goes.
Okay. All right.
Do we have any Carrie Underwood fans? Anyone like Carrie Underwood?
So I see on here that Cindy says that if you are lost, then I'm in deep trouble. The nice thing is, so like this was a huge tool when I was learning to paper piece. Was this Kimberbell book that I'm okay? Because like all of their other instructions, it gives you great pictures as well as written instructions of what you need to do. And so there's projects in here. There's free projects that you can find all over the place, but I really do. I use this book quite often, And the nice thing is for each, so there's 8 designs in the book. I am so backwards. I apologize. And each of the designs, it gives you 3 sizes. So you can see here on the front, you can hang them and rotate them out throughout the year. I've seen people put them together for a wall hanging. But it's just really kind of something you need to sit down and just do it and just take your time. Everybody can do it. It's really quite easy to do.
We're getting a lot of good Carrie Underwood comments. I can't wait to go through those.
Well, there we go.
Okay, look at that. Okay, so we have a nice seam. That's actually pretty decent, I have to say, for myself. If I don't. How would you manage the seams on that? So the bulk. How would you manage the bulk? So where those 3 come together is a kind of a fat part. What would you do?
I would
rip out the paper.
Yeah, and then I would press them open.
Heather would press them open.
Yep.
All right.
I'd press the seams open.
So I'm going to use my handy ruler. Okay, there. We're not going to press them open right now. All right, there we have a start. Okay. Then we have it says unit A, B to unit C.
What you've got?
Which that A, B, C to unit D. I don't know which one this is. Oh, it's D. Perfect. So there's A, B, C to unit D, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're going to sew. Oh, you guys can see that? Can you see that? A, B, C to unit D. Kenzie says, everyone can do paper piecing, I promise.
You can.
I'll just be straight up. I like this.
It's fun.
It's awesome.
It really is way fun.
It is way fun. So thank you so much, Heather, for teaching me, helping me get over my fear of it.
Well, and the great thing with paper piecing is you can get really sharp angles.
Yes.
That with trying to just piece, that might be kind of tough.
Whoa.
So yeah, it's just really, really enjoyable to do. And there are a lot of great projects out there that you can do with paper piecing, and you just get really amazing results.
Yes, I was going to pull up one of my friends on Instagram, and I forgot her Instagram handle until right now. So Pride and Joy Quilting. Her name is Verushka, and she does like crazy, intricate portraits.
Oh wow!
Of like famous people and stuff.
That's awesome.
My gosh! Like, wait, Betty Jo says. Okay, you guys. Betty Jo says not my fave. I don't like pick. Oh, I thought you said you do like picking out the paper. Darn! I was gonna see if you pick out my papers for me. Betty Jo, probably not, right?
But it's actually kind of. I like picking out the papers. It's just kind of
like relaxing.
Yeah, it's relaxing. I just sit down and have my garbage can and know that I'm going to make a mess, but it'll be okay. And then once you're done, then your project is completed and ready to go.
Gosh. Look at that. Okay, one more to go. I'm going to do one. Okay. So I'm just folding this one up and this one down.
Yeah.
So I can get it in the machine pretty easily.
Yep.
Mary Ann says Verushka. I know, isn't she? She says Verushka is amazing.
Yes.
And Susan. Oh, hi, Susan. Violet Craft's lion pattern is one of my all-time goals. Hey, we should do one together. Which one you're working on? You have the elephant.
I have the elephant. I've done the giraffe. And then I've seen recently she has a tiger coming out. So
that tiger looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
Does she have any dogs? Does she have like any labs?
No, but there are other people that do have patterns for dogs.
I'm not doing a Buster quilt, you guys. Sorry.
You should. You should. You could make them each a little wall hanging.
Don't encourage. Okay. What if your seams aren't lining up exactly? How do you do that? What do you do?
For your center seam?
Yeah. Like it's hard to ease.
Yeah.
There's not the easing ability, huh?
No.
Okay. Hold on, you guys. I want it to be nice, so
Do you want a pin?
Carol Colette says, I just looked up Pride and Joy Quilting. She quilted Rosie the Riveter. Yeah, she's like, so she's done one of Nelson Mandela, I think. I don't know.
Okay.
She's done some really cool like portraits. And just like she does these eyes that are really awesome. And okay, Donna says, question, would it be easier to pull the paper off before sewing the 4 blocks together?
You could. I do like to keep the paper on until everything is completed, just because it keeps everything nice and secure for you. And really, if you, with shortening your stitch length, it does help quite a bit, because then it really just kind of perforates it. And so then it's just a matter of grabbing a hold of the paper on each side of your seam, and it's going to come off in 2 separate pieces. But there are times that you get little ones.
I was going to show what I did. So yeah. I just wanted these 2 seams to line up and nest really well. So this one's kind of sticking out a little bit. And then the other one is, I think they're about the same. But yeah, I just was lining up first and then sewing. And what's nice is like there's nothing to line up on the other side, but oh, okay. We're sewing and singing and sewing and singing. That's Chris's singing song.
It is. I'm gonna have to come up with some singing songs.
You do, yeah.
I know.
Something about a bottle of Jack. Or, I'll have to send that Carrie Underwood song to you. Are you a country fan?
I'll listen to anything.
Oh,
so
nice. We have one employee here that likes to listen to country, but it's like 90s country. And it's like, there's a lot of drinking songs, you guys. I can't do the drinking songs too much. So.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
How'd it go?
As I'm talking about Carrie Underwood drinking, I mean, yeah. Okay. Oh,
look at that.
You guys.
It's beautiful.
Look at that. There's one tiny spot where I didn't. No, it's okay. Okay, there you go.
All right. First time paper piecing.
First time. That's it. I did it with your help.
Hey, you got it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so let's scroll back and see if we missed any good comments. Let's see. Do you see anything? Okay. Betty Joe, I don't usually seam rip. I just let the seam be off. Drives me, my sis, crazy. Bonus. You guys, I kind of prefer not to try to match up seams sometimes because it can make you crazy.
It can.
Oh, Cindy says, can you hold it closer? Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know what. What were you wanting to hold closer? There's our finished block. Larry, hey, Heather and Johnny. Hello, Larry. Kenzie says, everyone can do paper piecing, I promise. Susan says, I have to learn how to paper piece every time I do it. I know that's how I'm feeling right now, too. Like, yeah, if you can just think backwards and upside down. Just think upside and backwards. I read somewhere that said, just forget everything you thought you knew about quilting and then start again.
There you go.
Alice says, are you using regular paper? Have you ever tried Tearaway Stabilizer?
I have not.
No, this is just copy paper. We do have, like in the store, we have some, who's that lady? I want to say
Carol Doak.
Carol Doak, yeah.
And it's like a newsprint paper.
Yeah, you can, and it comes in copy paper size, so you can just feed it through a copy machine. Larry says you can use any type of fabric, including slick fabrics like lame to add a touch of sparkle. Oh, yeah. Violet Crafts line. We talked about that. The other night, I paper pieced the Celebration mug rug I found in the club. Just need to finish. Nice. Cute. I haven't seen that one.
It's really cute.
Is it? Oh. Colette says, wow, I just looked at Pride and Joy Quilting. Yeah, so look at her on Instagram, Pride and Joy Quilting. Oh, show the Kimberbell book again. So it's called Sew With It.
Sew by Number.
Oh, sorry, Sew by Number. You guys. I'm going to hide myself for just a second. So they have 2 volumes, So by Number 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Oh, Carol Doan.
Oh.
There we go. Jen helped us out.
Oh, Carol. I think it's Carol. Anyway, Carol Doan or Dokes. Carol Doak. She said, I did the trim a tall tree and it was printed on tissue, easy to take off. Oh, nice.